Welcome to our educational webinar on digital wellness. This is the latest episode of our series on wellness. We have already covered breathing, sleep, movement, and exercise, nutrition, and emotional wellness. In this episode, we are discussing the possible negative impact of technology and how to regain control so that technology becomes a tool to support your life and goals. So, what is digital wellness? It is the balance between your online and offline life. But more than that, it is your ability to balance your technology usage. When you practice digital wellness or digital mindfulness, you make decisions to regulate and improve how you use technology. That means you have specific goals and you are using technology as a tool to achieve these goals. Technology becomes a way to facilitate your life and lifestyle. And when managed properly, digital tools can be a part of your overall wellness and the optimization of your health and performance so that you can be the best version of yourself. So the key here is to understand that technology is a tool that you can and should control. You do not want to let it control you, or it can lead to pretty dramatic consequences. It is good to have a plan on how to include technology in your life. Otherwise, it will slowly creep in and take over your most precious resources, time. Especially for athletes, you have limited time and you want to decide how you use your time and what's the best way to use it. So use technology to support your life and don't let it control you. But first, let's review some of the possible negative effects associated with poor use of technology. It can have an impact on your physical and emotional health. It can lead to digital dependence or addiction. It can impact your relationship and how you interact with others. And often, it adversely impacts your confidence, self-esteem, and body perception and satisfaction. There are now been countless studies on the negative impact of technology. It impacts your hearing, vision, brain, your back, and your joints, either because of the blue light, the overuse of headset or loud music, or long period of time sitting or in a posture that's being curved over the phone or a computer. But do you know that the high temperature of your computer sitting on your legs can impact fertility in men? You may know that computer cause light sensitivity, dry eye, blurred vision, double vision, fatigue, and headache. But do you know it also can impact your memory, your creativity, your focus and attention, and negatively even your mood? It has been proven that certain use and abusive use of technology can increase your stress, your anxiety, depression, and even lead to poor sleep. You may feel more connected though through technology and via social media. You can connect with anyone at any time, anywhere in the world. But at the same time, there is an increasing social isolation because the interaction that we have on social media or online are carefully scripted. They're painting a certain way of life and increasing peer pressure, also the ability to compare yourself to others, and the risk of not feeling as good as the others. We share certain emotions that we think are appropriate on this platform, but we may have forgotten how to communicate our negative emotion or feelings with people that are actually surrounding us and we're living with on a regular basis. Of course, technology isn't all negative, obviously. You can learn how to better use the digital tools you have and make better decisions for yourself and your goals. We call this process the process of digital empowerment, through which you regain control of your devices and online life. The first step is to reflect and evaluate where you're at now. Start by recording which devices you're using, how much time you're spending on each daily, and at what time of the day. You can write it down on a journal every time you pick up your device, or you can choose to use the analytics available on each phone or tablets to monitor your usage. The questions are, what do you use your devices for? Do you pick them up when you are bored or when you are doing something else? At what time of the day do you generally use your devices? Do you pick them up for a specific task or as a reflex to scroll on social media? Record your data for a week minimum. Ideally, you would want to do this for 10 days or more so that you can notice the trends and use this as a reflection time so that you can be mindful about your usage. Try to understand what's happening when you use your devices, when you pick up your phone. Once you've completed your reflection period, take some time to think about your goals with technology. How do you want to use it? How is it going to help you reach your goals and support your life? For each of your tools, set some specific goals and time limits. For example, you might decide that you want to use Netflix or streaming platform for your enjoyment and relaxation time on a daily basis, but you want to limit it to perhaps 1 hour in the evening. That way, you are setting a limit for you defining which platform you're using, at what time of the day, for what purpose, and for how long. You can also do that with your computer for schoolwork. You can do it with your phone for social media, etc. You will also need to declutter your phone based on your new goals. Remove applications or devices you won't use anymore. Maybe decide that you won't use your computer in certain rooms or certain time, for example. During this process, you really want to take a hard look at social media. Social media and streaming platforms are the two elements that are most consuming time-wise. They are designed to suck you in, to keep you going. Experts are now working on how long they can retain you on their platform, scrolling down or watching the next episode or next season on Netflix. So you want to put some limit to how much time you spend on these and select which one you want to use or not, and for what purpose. We will go more in details on the next slide. So as you set up this rule, a new way of using and interacting with your devices, you want to think about what you are going to replace them with. When you are better using technology, you generally will find yourself with more time. So what are you going to do with this time? If you don't replace it and don't know what you're going to replace it with, you are bound to be failing in this purpose of cleaning up your digital tools and digital life. And you will slowly get back to your old ways and be sucked in and controlled by the technology again. So what do you want to use your time with? This is a really important question. Are you doing this process to gain more sleep or to spend more time on schoolwork? Or did you face some physical issues that needed a change in your lifestyle? Will you do more exercise or get out of your house and meet and connect with family and friends? You may not know yet, but you want to consider at the same time as going through this process of cleanup and empowerment, you want to consider what you're going to do with your time. Maybe you want to write more, start meditating, cooking, or learning the guitar. Be clear about what your goals are here with this process. So in summary, remember to ask yourself those key questions when going through this process of empowerment. What do you spend the most time on? What feelings does it provide you with? Does it enhance your life? These are elimination questions. If it provides you with negative feelings or doesn't add anything to your life, then it has to go. This is a process of betterment, and you are trying to regain control of your time and reallocate that new time to more productive things. So you're going to have to take a hard look to what you're doing with your technology. So we mentioned before the importance of taking control of your social media, because social media tends to be the part that takes you in and cannot let go of you. So here we are looking at 3 strategies to manage your social media use. The one we call the declutter is the least demanding strategy, where you can simply set daily limits. You can use your device to control that. Turn off your notification for all platforms and choose which platform you want to interact with. Also choose who you want to interact with by muting or unfollowing certain people. This is really important because certain comment, post, or contact may have an impact and a negative effect on your life. Just like in offline life, you want to surround yourself with the right people. People will help you grow and be better. Online, like offline, you want to eliminate negative influences, or at least limit their impact on you by muting them. The second strategy includes the same step as the declutter, but builds upon it with some additional steps. So in the cleans, you are deleting the apps that you're not using, being very selective about which platform or channel you want to use, and recognizing that you cannot be everywhere or on every platform, or your whole life will literally be about managing your social media. So in this step, we also encourage you to clean your contact list, bust on emails and social, again, to build a positive circle of influence around you. Ideally, you want to be the center of a growth bubble where people around you help you grow, challenge you to be better, limit their negative outbursts, complaining, and people who do not put you down with their posts or encourage aggressivity and conflict. You really want to build a bubble of positivity around you. The idea is to encourage mindful use of digital media world, right? Why do you pick up your device? Why do you use it for? What message do you want to share? Is it positive? What emotion do you want people to feel when they see your post? Or how do you want them to interact with you? What's your end goal? You want to be mindful of what and how you communicate with people through the channel of social media. And you want to be mindful of how they communicate with you on those channels as well. Finally, the last strategy is the purge. Obviously, this is a more drastic approach to your online life. Basically, we recommend taking a conscious break from social media or technology altogether for a period of time. And after you've completed that social media fast, you can then start slowly and consciously reintroducing some tools, some apps, some devices, slowly to match your goals online. And in this phase, there are other elements, including, setting some technology-free room for yourself, or leaving your phone in the drawer when you're going out for a walk or during the evening, for example. So any of these three strategies, whether it's the declutter, the cleanse, or the purge, can be repeated on a regular basis just so that you continue to stay on top of your social media usage. Now let's talk about another area of technology, which is safety and security online. The first step is ensuring that your systems are secure. Make sure your computer have the right protection with firewall, antivirus, anti-malware, and keep your software and apps up to date. You also want to make sure you create strong passwords that are long enough with a variety of characters. You want to change them regularly and make sure you do not share them with anybody. Be careful when using public networks and email as well. Certainly, you do not want to shop online on public network. We recommend that if you must shop online at that time, that you use your hotspot from your phone instead of using a public network, for example, on campus. Public network have very low security and can be accessed by a lot of people, and that's literally when they're going to be looking at your credit card detail, for example. Make sure also to log out of every site. Don't click on unknown link or attachment from any text or emails. If you don't know the person who is sending it to you, you should not click on any of these. Also, perhaps create a new email to use for spam, newsletter, or special offer. As you know now, for most website, if you want to find any information or for any purchases that you make, you will receive some promotional offers or newsletters. So it's good to keep that separate from your actual normal email activity. Now also consider creating a regular backup strategy to ensure that your data and your accounts are saved on a regular basis and that you keep all your data secure. And then for online shopping, you want to pay attention to your bank statement very often. Make sure that they're matching with the purchase that you have made. And we encourage you again to use your credit card over your debit card when you're doing online shopping so that you can decline charges if they happen to not be yours. You also want to ensure that your purchases are made on secured site, which means that they have to start with the HTTPS in the address of the site. And finally, for your social media, be mindful about what you share, especially info like phone number, location, social security numbers. You want to define privacy settings that work for you. Again, log out of any public computers and be considerate of what you share, comment, or like on any social media platform, especially because now people like your coach, but even recruiters or employers will look at this to get a better understanding on who you are and to know you as well. So athletes may use technology to support their goals in these 5 areas here: school or work, wellness, performance, entertainment, and social life. Some of these you won't have much choice as to how you can use technology. Of course, you have to use your computer or Zoom for school right now, or your phone and certain application to track your performance for training. But you choose what app to use for wellness or what device and app or services you use for your entertainment. You also choose when, what, and how long you use these for. So it is up to you to design a daily balance that reflects what you want in your life. The way your day is broken down should reflect your values and priority. And if it doesn't, then you are not walking the talk, and perhaps it's time to reevaluate. So if your goal is to improve your grades and get ahead with school, but you're spending 10% of your time on school and 30% of your time on entertainment, then there is a disconnect here. So either you are not executing and reaching your goals, or your goal are the wrong one in the first place. It's all a matter of choices. And this is what we really want to insist on here, is that when it comes to your digital life, we want to encourage you to build an environment that tempts you less and will support you in reaching your goals, while you decide which digital activities deserve a chunk of your time. Your time is precious, especially as an athlete who is managing multiple lives and priorities. So what goals do you have, and how much time will you dedicate to reaching your goals? And what online activities will deserve your time and attention? These are the answers that you're looking for in this process of digital empowerment. Here are the resources that support this presentation. If you want to go deeper and learn more about strategies on how to limit and control your digital life, I encourage you to read Cal Newport's book, Digital Minimalism. And I thank you for watching this webinar, and don't forget to check out all of our other resources on Athlete Soul at www.athletesoul.space. Thank you for watching.